Yours truly. This just in with the Iran, after the Iran strikes last night, around this time, I do believe. This is supposed to be breaking news. The IRGC Navy, Iran announces that, they're closing the Strait of Hormuz. I think they attempted that under Obama once. But this time, it seems like that it's more serious than even back then. Like this cut off, no ships, no vessels are allowed through. They're not allowed to cross. It's closed. And what does that mean? What does that mean for our oil? How does that impact the United States? Huh? Will that affect our oil? Are we still getting oil from there? I'm not the expert in all this. I'm just questioning because, well, I had a busy day today, as most of you should know. Every day's busy. And I've been fighting with technology. Yeah, big time, trying to get other content from my other channels, I should say, and Facebook and Instagram uploaded. Stuff that doesn't pertain to BitChute, Rumble, Odyssey, stuff like this. It's more of personal content type stuff like that. By the way, if you're interested in that, which I'm not sure if you are, I could create a channel, I'll give you a channel, or just let me know if you're interested in stuff like that, other content other than this. Some more lighthearted stuff, videos. Just let me know. I don't know. But with that said, let's take a look here. It says the IRGC Navy, some Reuters, announces via VHF. Oh, it's VHS. I'm getting confused with VHS. Announces via VHF radio that no vessels are allowed to cross. So how do you think that's going to impact the United States? Will that impact our oil? I hear that it could cause our gas prices to double or triple. And so if you're paying $2.79 like we are a gallon, it could, or $2.89 a gallon, fluctuates. $2.49 depends on the day. Much like your underwear, it depends. But it's $2.89 a gallon as of now here. And if it's tripled, that will be, close to $6 a gallon. If you're paying, like in California, $4 a gallon, then you'll be paying anywhere from, if it doubles, $8 or $12 a gallon. If the Strait of Hormuz affects us. Does it? I think it does. But again, I'm not an expert. What else do we have for you? We're going to take another look at this.
The Midnight Hammer and so many others. Everything's worked out. And we want
not the limited strike that was reported earlier this week that would be just as something small to get the Iranians back to the table. I think the president clearly concluded after that last round of talks in Geneva that the Iranians weren't serious. And so
is the dog wagging his tail a wag dog, or
this can go?
Could they use this as an excuse for the grid down and blame it on Iran or blame it on Russia or China? Because supposedly Russia and China are in cahoots with Iran, right? It's a perfect time for the grid to go down, is it not? They should have done this a little bit sooner, like in the dead of winter. So that would be the mass depop event, but they waited towards spring. So we'll see what happens.
Again, there are reports, and one of the things I found in my experience is first reports are almost certainly wrong.
You blame anything on Iran. Now anything could happen in the United States. I mean, the terror cells activated. That's Iran. That's Iran. Really? Supposedly we had terror cells in our country for years, if not decades. The government knows about it. Well, why? They know about it. They're not doing anything about it. So what does that say? They're in on it. Yeah. But they'll blame Iran. They'll blame Iran if something goes, like the grid goes down, or something on the internet, or whatever it may be. They'll blame Iran now. Perfect scapegoat, I think. I'm not a big fan of Iran, but I damn sure ain't a big fan of the enemies within our own borders either. So there's that. So this says there are many reports like this indicating direct hits by Iran on U.S. assets in the region, including multiple casualties. I heard that 57 schoolgirls were killed from our strike on Iran. That's odd. Schoolgirls being killed? It's weird. I mean, where else have you heard of girls of school age being killed? This is crazy. It wouldn't be on an island, would it? I don't know if I get this. Hold on, I want to expand it. Here, let me do this. This is supposedly a Navy base, or a base. One of our bases out in the Middle East. Supposedly one of our bases was attacked by Iran. Supposedly. You're getting point and click. It's very late and I'm struggling all day. So, it just looks like things are escalating. People are still talking about the Epstein files, so this is not going to distract from that. I'm just saying. It's not like anything's going to come about the Epstein files anyway. But it's still something that needs to be addressed. And then Lady Gaga, I don't know, something about her eating dinner in New York City, and it was actually ground up baby fetuses. Ground up fetuses. You can't just make this up.
The different Zoom results. On the left, your phone.
Here's the thing about this Iran thing. Some say that this is the beginning of World War III. Others say this will be over in lickety split. It's really no big deal. What do you think? Do you think this will be over and no big deal and everything's going to be fixed and the people of Iran will be liberated? Or do you think it's much bigger than that? Do you think that the so-called the powers that be are hastening the Battle of Armageddon? Do you think this is the beginning of World War III? What do you think? Because so many times we hear that this is the beginning of World War III, this is the beginning, Ukraine is, and really nothing's happened like that. Do you think this is the beginning of World War III? Yes or no? What do you think? Or is it just be over in a couple of days or a couple of weeks and that's it? And the women will be able to take off their stupid friggin' damn hazmat suits. I mean, they're Muslim garb and actually dress normal. What do you think? Is it liberating Iranians? Because they seem to be down with it all over the world. They're celebrating, they're dancing in the streets. Or do you think it's much, much bigger than that? Do you think it's a distraction? They're always trying to distract us. You do know that. Well, I guess for now that's neither here nor there. Let's take a look at this. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. Vegetarians have smaller brains. Don't believe me? Just watch.
Vegetarians have smaller brains. This is seen in humans, that the less a human eats meat, then the smaller the brain becomes. The brain is so dependent on the nutrient density that comes from animal source foods that it will suffer when it doesn't get it. It's a real thing. And why does depression go up so much when people stop eating animal source foods? It's because you are depriving the brain of what it needs.
Vegetarians have smaller brains than those who eat meat. That's right. Here's what they also have smaller. Arms. They ain't got arms like this. They ain't got any muscles, right? Because they don't eat meat. Now, I do get my protein from a lot of things like nuts. I don't eat a lot of walnuts or nuts in general. Watch out, bitch. You watch them out. But I get my protein from other ways other than meat. But I do eat my share of meat. Always will. A lot of it's chicken. Preferably the type without antibiotics or hormones added. Purdue's one of them. Purdue, by the way, Kroger has a sale on thighs, wings, and drumsticks. Buy one pack, get 2 free. That's 3 for 1. I think it ends Tuesday. So yeah, meat. Meat, people who eat meat, you just heard it, their brains are bigger than vegetarians. But what else is bigger than the vegetarians? Huh? I wanted to cover this video, but I didn't get to it. Hopefully, I'll get to it tomorrow. So, it looks like, supposedly the story goes that we attacked Iran. Iran's been threatening America for decades. Death to America, death to Europe. You know the drill. The Iran hostage crisis back under Jimmy Carter that lasted, 444 days or something like that. I remember that. And Iran's been, the bad guy all along. This is to help liberate the people right there because they hate being oppressed by that Islamic regime, and I get that part. But where do you think all this is headed? How do you think America will be affected? Will we be affected at all? Of course we will. But what do you think? What's your input? And what do you think about vegetarians versus meat eaters? Do you think meat eaters have larger brains? What else do meat eaters have larger than? That's all I got for you right now. It really is. Don't be a troll. Try not to be. Franny, I saw you in the comment section last night. I saw a couple others. I'll be on the lookout for anything else interesting, but that's what we have. Stay stocked up and prayed up. I